World's Top 10's presents. Top 10 American companies that hated the Nazis. Number 10 is Coca-Cola. Coke Nazis. Coca-Cola was a major presence in Nazi Germany, even though officials in the Reich were said to believe the stuff was too frivolous for the German character. Nevertheless, the very American nature of the product, wealth, flashy dreams, etc., appealed too much to the German public, and the stuff was kept around. It wasn't until 1942 that the company's presence in the nation was seriously threatened. Number 9 is Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer MGM. Nazis. Prior to World War II, Germany had been one of America's most important film markets. As implied in the above entry, Germans had a bit of an obsession with a heavily romanticized vision of America, and as such, American film studios were willing to bend over backward to appease the German government. Number 8 is Chase Manhattan Bank. Chase Nazis. The Chase Manhattan Bank's form of colluding with the Reich was particularly heinous, because Carlos Harriman, Chase's representative in Paris, had very good personal relations with the Nazis. He agreed to their requests that the bank seize the assets of at least 100 Parisian Jews that were considered especially worth pursuing by the Reich. Number 7 is Dow Chemical. Dow Nazis. It's not too much of a stretch for many people to imagine oil companies collaborating with evil people. We are used to the mental image of oil companies being willing to prop up evil dictators to have access to petroleum and similar atrocities. Dow Chemical was one of the companies that provided an insane amount of materials for the Nazis. Number 6 is Brown Brothers. Harriman. Brown Brothers. Nazis. During the early 1930s, Fritz Thyssen ran a business that he used to help finance Adolf Hitler's rise to power. Brown Brothers. Harriman was a subsidiary company that he used as a base of American operations. This collusion is of particular note because it was integral to the basis of the claim that Prescott Bush, father of ex-President George Bush and of course grandfather of ex-President George W. Bush, supported the Third Reich. Number 5 is Woolworth. Woolworth. Nazis. In 1933, 1.25% of the company's entire inventory came from Germany, but mostly it was in the form of trinkets, like Christmas decorations. At the time, even that led to protests in America because news was coming from Germany that the Reich was beginning its public persecution of the Jews. When Woolworth conceded to public pressure and removed the offending items from its stock, it caused protests in Germany over the abuse of their hospitality. Number 4 is Alcoa. Alcoa. Nazis. Alcoa is now the third largest aluminum producer in the world. Back in 1941, it was much more powerful. It had a monopoly on aluminum in addition to owning a massive amount of America's electricity production and other minerals. Before America declared war on Germany, it sent so much of its aluminum product over to Germany that the country made upwards of 60% more aluminum products than America. Number 3 is Ford Motor Company. Ford. Nazis. When Hitler pays tribute to you in his biography and keeps a portrait of you in his office, it will be hard for you to claim that you did not have some connection to him. However, Henry Ford didn't seem particularly inclined to distance his company or himself from the Nazis anyway, since he accepted Germany's highest honor freely and never returned the award while Hitler was alive. Number 2 is General Motors. GM Nazis. Similar to their automotive rivals, General Motors was sued by Holocaust survivors for assisting the Nazi war machine. Beginning in 1935, GM built a factory in Berlin for the purpose of building Blitz trucks for the Wehrmacht. Ford began building similar trucks around the same time, but GM was the #1 producer of the vehicles that were vital for the quick conquests of Poland. Number 1 is International Business Machines. IBM Nazis. In 1933, International Business Machines began providing Germany with punch card machines that functioned as precursors to modern computers and databases. Documents have since been uncovered that show that as late as 1941, IBM was working in tandem with the Reich to liquidate Jews from Holland. IBM employees were training SS personnel how to use their machines to record the movement,